Incorporated on January 1st, 1885, Lakeland, Florida is a city where history, nature, and culture beautifully intersect. Hi, we're Jack and Erica with Hello Pumpkin Travels, and today we want to share with you our favorite places to eat, shop, and explore on your next trip to Lakeland, Florida. Starting off our day, we're here at Born and Bred Bakehouse. Known for their croissants, cruffins, and other bakery treats, this has made a name for itself in Lakeland. Take it from us, you are going to want to get either there early or order a few days ahead because the line can be long and the place will be busy. Jack and I historically order ahead because with a baby girl, we want to make sure we are able to get what we want because they can also sell out of their baked goods. If you're coming from out of town, make sure you go on a day they are open. They have limited days and hours that they are open. Their current hours are Wednesday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Parking for the bakehouse is located behind the building and is also very limited. On our most recent trip to Born and Bred, we started off with their vegan peanut butter oat cold brew. This is made with Patriot Cold Brew, a peanut butter oat milk syrup. It was nutty, savory cold brew with a sweet finish on the back end. It had a little too much nutty flavor for our liking. We prefer a more perfect balance of coffee, peanut butter, and sweet flavor. However, we would get it again because you know how much we love our peanut butter cold brews. Along with the coffee, we got a key lime meringue cruffin, a Boston cream cruffin, and their signature cinnamon roll with brown butter glaze. Some of you might be asking what a cruffin is. It's a croissant that is just in the shape of a muffin. With that being said, we started with the Boston cream cruffin. This is Born and Bred's signature cruffin filled with a vanilla pastry cream and dipped in their house-made Boston chocolate glaze. I still dream about this cruffin. My go-to order at any bakery is anything Boston cream, and this was no exception. The Boston cream cruffin was buttery with a slight crunch for the cruffin crust. The vanilla cream was sweet and creamy, and the Boston chocolate glaze might have been my favorite part. This will always be on my order at Born and Bred. We then moved on to the cinnamon roll with the brown butter glaze. We wanted to split up the buttery croissant dough since we decided to get 2 cruffins this time around. The cinnamon roll with brown butter glaze is Born and Bred's signature cinnamon roll dressed to impress in a brown butter glaze. The star of the show was definitely the cinnamon roll. It was soft with the warm flavor of cinnamon and sugar inside. In our personal opinion, there was nothing wrong with the brown butter glaze. However, based on personal preference, Jack and I enjoy a nice cream cheese frosting to top our cinnamon rolls. One thing to mention, everything is served room temperature. Therefore, if you're like us and you like a warm cinnamon roll, you need to take this home and have it warmed up. The last bakery treat we tried on this trip was the key lime meringue cruffin. We ended up choosing this cruffin because it was Jack and I's 2 favorite things put together. Jack loves key lime pies, and I love a good meringue. The key lime meringue cruffin is a bright and tangy Florida key lime mousse filled cruffin that is topped with a pillowy torched meringue. To say this was tangy is an understatement. It was more tart than tangy in our opinion, and honestly, too tart. If you are able to get a bite of everything in one, it was more evenly balanced. However, we wouldn't be getting this one again. Some of the other things that we look forward to trying in the future would be their espresso burnt bisque cheesecake and their cosito, which is Born and Bred's flaky all-butter pie dough that is filled with sweetened cream cheese and topped with honeyed almonds. Let us know down in the comments if you have been to Born and Bred Bakehouse and what your go-to order is. After starting the day off with a sweet treat, it is time to venture outside. Our favorite place to get lost is Bonnet Springs Park. Bonnet Springs Park is a 168 acre park that is known for its blend of natural landscapes, cultural attractions, and recreational facilities. The park officially opened to the public in 2022 on the former site of a contaminated rail yard. Rest assured, the site underwent an extensive environment remediation before opening to the public. The park was most recently recognized by the USA Today for being the best city park in the U.S. for year 2025. Across the 168 acres, you will find the Florida's Children's Museum, Crenshaw Canopy Walk, and Zoe's Butterfly House, along with multiple playgrounds scattered across the grounds. The Florida's Children's Museum is a two-story, 47,800 square foot museum that offers interactive indoor and outdoor exhibits focused on science and play. The Crenshaw Canopy Walk is a 1,500-foot elevated walkway that takes you through tree canopies. This walkway offers a unique view of the park and the 200-year-old grandfather oak tree. Zoe's Butterfly House is a serene conservatory that educates you on the life cycle and conservation of Florida's native butterflies. In their Welcome Center, they have a coffee shop and park merchandise on the first floor, and then a train exhibit upstairs. Therefore, if you are here in the hot summer, pop in there for a nice air conditioning break where you can learn about the trains while sipping on a nice beverage from the coffee shop. Something I always think about, especially after having kids, is how the bathrooms are. But rest assured, this park has some of the cleanest and well-kept bathrooms we have ever been to, so you don't have to stress if you or your little one needs to use it. We go into the Welcome Center every time we visit to cool off and run from the weather. In our experience, it always seems to rain in Lakeland. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's our luck, but it always rains in Lakeland. We suggest hitting the park early before afternoon showers set in, or definitely check the weather before you plan to visit because we have been caught a couple of times in the rain at this park. We love this park. It's clean and there is so much to do. Anytime we are in Lakeland and we can manage it, we stop here. If all that walking is making you hungry, pop over to our favorite Lakeland barbecue spot, Mojo Federal Reserve Barbecue. Located in the old Federal Post Office, hence their name, a beautiful historic building on the corner of Lemon and Tennessee. Mojo Federal Barbecue is a premier barbecue southern food and craft cocktail destination with 8 locations in North and Central Florida. Barbecue, blues, and bourbon, 3 distinctly American products, come together at Mojo to offer a good-natured atmosphere. Our go-to order is the pulled pork sandwich with their sweet barbecue sauce. The pork is tender and their French fries are perfectly cooked. They also have a plethora of barbecue sauces, so if sweet isn't for you, they definitely have others to pair perfectly with your meal. If you decide you don't want to dine in, try our hack and grab this before heading to Bonnet Springs Park. The park has tons of tables, so if the weather is nice, we like to make ourselves a little barbecue picnic in the park. If you love farmers markets, be sure to plan your trip around the Lakeland Downtown Farmers Curb Market. It spans 5 blocks of North Kentucky Avenue from Lemon Street to Oak Street. A great and free place to park is at Heritage Garage. This is where Jack and I always park. However, there is more parking at Main Street Garage and Oak Street Lot. The market runs every Saturday from September through May from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. and every Saturday in June and July from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. They are closed the entire month of August. The market strives to bring the community together and supports small businesses with local, homemade, homegrown, and wholesome produce, plants, artisan gifts, pastries, breads, specialty foods, and more. With over 100 weekly vendors, you'll find everything from fresh produce, seafood, and local honey. baked goods like pastries, breads, macaroons, crepes, and food trucks. Plants, succulents, we saw tons of these the day we went. Handcrafted artisan items like jewelry, pottery, wood carvings, accessories, clothing, collectible rocks, and more. The market often features live entertainment and occasionally pop-up events around the area, including Mun Park. The Saturday we were there, Mun Park was featuring their summer kids market. This allowed budding entrepreneurs to sell anything from cookies, brownies, popcorn, cotton candy, art, homemade cards and crafts, slime, homemade toys, and more. This was one of the largest farmers markets Jack and I have ever been to. We totally enjoyed walking it and talking with local vendors and other families exploring. Everyone we met was so nice, which can be a breath of fresh air, especially if you are on vacation. It's a great way to spend your Saturday morning. If you find yourself halfway through the market and hot, if you happen to go in the months of June, July, or September, pop into Parlor Donuts, located at 351 East Bay Street. It's a great spot to grab a donut, coffee, or sandwich and just cool off. It also has restrooms, so if you are like us and have little ones, it's a great place to pop into and change your baby or let your kids use the restroom. They are open Monday through Sunday, 6:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. At Parlor, you'll find a wide and indulgent selection of donuts, including layered donuts, which are their signature. They also offer vegan, gluten, and keto-friendly donuts. They even think of your four-legged friends with dog donuts. If you have had too many sweets from Born and Bred or other sweet vendors at the farmer's market, they also offer savory sandwiches like the bacon, egg, and cheese, along with a diverse beverage menu featuring cold brews, specialty coffees, blended drinks, and energizers. With our stomachs still stuffed from Born and Bred, we personally did not try a donut, but we plan to the next time we go back. However, when we spoke with several families at Parlor, the consensus was that the layered donuts were to die for and everything was just so yummy. Several families liked that they offered minis for only 65 cents. The full-size donuts run from $3 to $4. As donut lovers, we are excited to give them a try. Let us know in the comments your favorite donut from Parlor. In today's economy, you can't really beat a mini donut for only 65 cents, so we think that's a great offering. As we strolled the farmer's market, something else that caught our eye was Mitchell's Coffee House. We love coffee and love trying new coffee shops, so when we came across their booth, then realized the storefront was behind it, we had to pop in. Located at 235 North Kentucky Avenue, they are open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and closed on Sundays. Mitchell's was established in 1998 by Mitch Harvey and was Lakeland's first dedicated coffee shop, filling the then unmet need in the community. In spring of 2024, the Bittinger family took over ownership, but have committed to maintaining the same menu, staff, and beloved name. As soon as we walked in, the place felt warm and cozy. It gave me Gilmore Girls vibes. They showcased local artwork, and it seemed like a great spot for solo work, casual meetings, or just a few moments of relaxation over coffee, which is what we did. They have classic offerings like brewed coffee, lattes, mochas, tea, and more. Mitchell's also offers inventive specialties like I Dream of Janine, which is chocolate hazelnut and caramel, almond joy, salted caramel crunch, Black Forest, Snickers, and more. They also had more tempting baked goods like cookies, coffee cakes, brownies, cinnamon rolls, but we were stuffed. They even offer breakfast and lunch options, everything from burritos, omelets, pancakes, salads, soup, and Mitchell's famous chicken salad. Though we didn't try the food, according to Yelp reviewers, they appreciate the quality food, wide variety of drinks, and super bakery items with the relaxed vibe for working and mingling. Let us know down in the comments what your go-to order is at Mitchell's Coffee House or what you would order on your next trip. That sums up some of our favorite places in Lakeland. Let us know down in the comments if you have a favorite place that was not on our list. We'd love to give it a try. So if you're planning a trip to Orlando, don't forget Lakeland is only a 45-minute drive away, and it offers some great things that you and your family can do. We're Jack and Erica with Hello Pumpkin Travels, and we'll see you round like a donut.